Alright, we're in it. Yeah, sure, this is a relaxing puzzle game. I see we're in the tutorial. Click and drag the left mouse button to move the camera. Okay, done. Click and drag right to rotate. Oh, I did that backwards, didn't I? Did I get my rights and my lefts backwards? While hovering over the background, scroll to zoom. Alright, so here's how we start. You build landscapes out of hexagonal tiles. Click on one of the empty slots around your world to place the tile. You can also rotate them. So the way this works is each tile has a side. 6 sides. Yeah, so it's a hexagon. It has 6 sides, and there's different landscape types that each side has. So like this side is forest, this side is forest. This is, I think, supposed to be fields. This would be grass, fields, and grass. So if I match them, like this, then I've just matched grass to grass. I don't actually really need the tutorial, but you know. So then once you get to here, now I'm matching grass with plains. Or fields, maybe? I think maybe it's fields. This way you can form groups of elements like forests or villages. Place tiles next to each other to connect their colored edges to form a forest spanning at least 5 tiles. Yeah, and there's also like little villages and stuff. Is this 5 tiles? I don't think that was 5 tiles. That was 4. Oops. Well, so that forest is closed off. You willing to bet patrons would have picked Dorfromantik? Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. I think next week I'll do patron pick instead. You're seeing this for the first time and loving it already. I had such a nice time playing this back when it first came out into early access. And then in some cases you can see like this tile has 2 sides that are forests. So it goes really nicely right there, and you can tell how the trees light up what is synergizing. So I have this task right now that is asking me to make a 5 tile forest. Even though these don't connect, that still counts. Well, it will count if I connect them like this. So sometimes you have to plan ahead. Was that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4. Oh, no, 5. Number 5. The tile counter in the bottom right shows the amount of tiles in your stack. You can't see that because I'm blocking it. I could go over here. Where do you see your task? I don't know. Place 3 tiles to continue. Okay. I feel like 90 tiles is a lot. Maybe we can place this one over here. Doesn't really match with anything. Task is to run out of tiles before you run out of spots. I have I don't know that you can, like, quote unquote win. I think you just go for your highest possible score. Yeah, I like that one. You gain tiles by fulfilling quests indicated by the speech bubbles. To complete this quest, add at least 5 additional houses to the colored edges. Okay, so this quest right here is saying that it wants me to put 5 houses together. 5 plus houses together. Easy peasy! Here's another quest. Complete it by connecting exactly 3 fields to a quest tile. But what if this has 3 fields on it? Is it possible to run out of spots before you run out of tiles? Wouldn't this just be like its own thing? Oh, no, I had to... Okay, I see. It's a cheater tile. I misunderstood. I don't know where to put you. Put it there. Oh, perfect. Or effect. Yay! Completing this quest spawned a flag, which indicates its group can be closed to gain extra points and tiles. This field group is closed when it cannot be expanded anymore. Hover over the flag to highlight the remaining edges that need placement. We have to close it. We could close it like this. Like, oh, that would connect it and make it really large. Yeah, it's infinite. That's what I thought. So we have 2 more edges that need to be closed. Ooh, yeah, let's put that there. And the last edge. I got 5 tiles for that. Train tracks and river tiles have placement restrictions. Their ends may not lead into different types of tiles. Invalid spots are marked with a red cross as a visual to help during the tutorial. Invalid spots. I don't see it. They're marked with a red cross. Oh, there are no invalid spots. At least for that tile, but because this one is a straight river, it can't feed into nothingness. Want to place it like right here? I like that spot. What about mega fields? Yeah, so once you get further in the game, you do need to place mega fields. Every time you place a tile, you gain points according to how well it fits to the neighbor's edges. Collect 100 points to complete the tutorial. I've got no points for this. Oh my god. I'm gonna restart. Where should I put you? I feel like this tile would go very well here. Oh no, it almost does. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, and then this one. I'm gonna make a really big city somewhere. Where should I put it? Let's put that there. Dorfromantik is dead. Is that romance between two dwarves? If all 6 edges of a tile match its neighbors, it counts as a perfect placement, granting additional points. Gave me a perfect placement tile. Plus 50, plus 60. Wait, what? What's it pointing at? Telling me... Whoa, I got 3 perfects. Mill unlocked. Okay, so now we're playing for real. You like that you can unlock more and more stuff, more missions you complete? You sure can. I'm going to flip my camera. Now I face this way. Whoa. Hi, Reza. The tutorial borked a bit. It happens. I feel as though this is a really bad starter tile. Yeah, let's put those together. Look at my cute little train track running back and forth. I love this sound right here. Can you hear this? Making it look at the stream indeed looks better. I know. I know it does. I moved my camera from... Wait, which way am I facing now? Is this out or is this in? I can't actually see my camera. I moved it from whichever corner has the tiles to this corner that I'm in now, but that means I had to flip my camera. Which I actually think means it's the correct direction, so this is pointing the correct way? Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense, because if I'm looking this way, I'm looking in, yeah. You just gotta know these things. You know, you have to intuit it. You have to be able to intuit it, such as the struggle of being a streamer. Would complete my railroad mission. Okay, fine, I'll place it there. Now I have an annoying tile with 2 of these. 2 of these fields. Excuse me. I went to say hello, and instead my throat got really scratchy. Hello, Cookie. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you? You're playing Dorfromantik. What was your high score? Tell us. What was your high score? Thank you so much for coming over. Hi, everybody. I'm Jess, and we're also playing Dorfromantik. I am so excited to play this again. I really enjoyed this when it first released into early access, and I'm happy to play it again. Hi, Dap Dude. Hi, Manly Man Bun. Nemo, hello there. Reza, hello again. It becomes a bit more troublesome with 4 monitors. Yeah, unfortunately, I only have 2. I would love 4 monitors. 11 something K. I feel like that's really good. You don't recognize the black piece? I think that's supposed to be the same as green. Like for grass, this is just a different biome. I think this is like tundra? Tundra biome? Yay. This does not match all edges. I'm gonna put that right there. Jeez, I don't know. You must have brought allergies with you, Cookie. Suddenly, my throat is so itchy. How could you? Kiri had 18. I would be sad to be allergic to cookies. You already make it a competition? I mean, it is such a fun puzzle game. But it is nice to be able to compete as well. I think these changes are new, how it glows when it tells you the sides match. I feel like it didn't do that before. Kiri cheats. That is a most serious accusation, and Kiri is not here to defend herself. I really hope that you had a lot of fun today. I've just gotten started, so this is my first game. We played the tutorial, even though it wasn't really needed. It wasn't really needed, but it's still nice to get the refresher. Plus, like, I forgot a few things like perfect tiles. I appreciate that. A reminder on perfect tiles. I really don't feel like it used to tell you the red and the white edges, or help you visualize the edges. Kiri's too honest to cheat. Okay, well, Kiri is too honest to cheat, but what about Dark Kiri? You think Dark Kiri would be willing to cheat? Being good at a game counts as cheating. Harsh. Hi, Oma Reed. This is nice. This is Dorfromantik. A relaxing strategy / puzzle game that just came out of early access today. I am curious to know if I can get a tile that will go in this spot right here. I haven't played in a long time, so I don't know if there are different tiles now. Like if there's gonna be a tile with freeze on one side. Wow. Wow. Hi, that's just Doran. Hello. We should have Dark Kiri versus Evil woahhjess. Evil woahhjess does not sound as catchy as Dark Kiri, so if you want that to be the case, you're gonna have to brainstorm a catchier title. So I'm being tasked with closing off this little field here. You love this? Yeah, this game is great. I'm really happy that you enjoy it. I'm really happy. I've been all week. I think I mentioned all week, multiple times, like Dorfromantik is coming. Dorfromantik is coming. Multiple times. Battle of Purple Flames. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I had the purple flame emote first. I'm pretty sure. So do I win by default? It was such a long time ago. I don't even think Kiri was a partner when she got that. The Dark Kiri emote? Also, Reza, I know I owe you a pupper love, but I'm locked into the room because Salentre locked me in here like a meanie butt, and I don't have a doggo. Do you think she got it before partner? I think so. I think we actually ended up with our like purple flame emotes roughly at the same time. The Lentre has brought me a dog. Come back, Kuma. Back. He's like, no, I don't want to be in here. Human. Kuma, come here. It was because there was a blanket on the bed. Uma, where are we gonna put you? Can't go there. I mean, I guess you could go there. What if we put Kuma, like, over here? Here? I gotta move my sub goal, too. Like I said, you all already crushed the sub goal, but I still want to display it so you can revel in your accomplishment. Good job, chat. Thank you, Salentre. It wasn't blocking the number, but it wasn't aligned well. This world seems to be missing something. You see no sandworms.
What do you mean sub goal? This was our main jail just actually.
That was like the most emotive I think I've ever heard Russell.
Salentre's the best.
I think that was the most emotive I've ever heard Russell be. What do you mean? So you thought this was our main jail. Being here with me playing Dorfromantik is equivalent to being in jail? Should I be offended? Salentre is the best. You bring pupper. Okay, that's one side closed off, so I still need to close off those 3 edges. What if I put this here? Yeah, there we go. Got a tile that's requesting 57 plus forests. Or trees. Okay. I feel like it used to take much more than that. Guess I'm gonna make a new patch of grass all the way over here. Ooh, close. Not quite. Solitary confinement. Can't believe you're comparing me to jail. So I have 2 sides with houses. I'm gonna try not to make like very scowling faces while I play this. I'm not trying to scowl. I'm just have my thinking cap on, and sometimes when I have my thinking cap on, I scowl. So I'm gonna do my best not to. Hi, Pterodox. Hello. How are you today? It's good to see you. what's all this scowling going on? I'm playing Dorfromantik and I love it so much that I must scowl. I hate it. It actually hurt my eyes. Hurt my eyebrows. Concentration. Yep. You assume giving all the poor spelling that JSOG actually meant to say smell, not spell, therefore JSOG smells bad. It happens to all of us. I smelled pretty bad yesterday. And we were cleaning. It took far longer than I expected it to because we just did a deep clean of the house last weekend, and so I'm over here like it's not going to take that long to clean at all because Delantre's mom is coming soon TM, like soon TM, like today, like within the next hour or two, which is basically for me like in-laws are coming, right? So we were cleaning up and I was thinking that it wouldn't take very long because we had just deep cleaned, but somehow it took all night. And I don't know how it keeps happening. I think it might have something to do with neglecting the laundry. I just hate laundry. I don't know what to say. Laundry sucks. 101 tree forest, and I made it so I can't use the forest I already have. Lame. So anyways, after that, I did not smell very good. So my shower last night was a huge relief. But that was also enjoyable because then I was able to push my hair this way. So the way that I was able to get my hair to go this way today was because after my shower, I brushed it all to the side. Like, just straight up took the brush and was like, this way, and let it dry sideways. That way it would actually go this way. These hairs are actually trying to, like, actively trying to go back the other way. So I have been pinning them down. Trying to. Talking smell, you need a painkiller for your headache and a shower. You're going to get a pedicure tomorrow. I'll be happy to pay for it, but sometimes... And to have someone touch your feet. Your calluses have gotten so bad from all the walking, you can't take care of them yourself. Oh no. Such a cool haircut. It's like... My camera is backwards and it's confusing me. Trying to just pin this. That way it does its thing. Why? Am I going to dye it blurple along the front? Why did the bot say bye? You want to see me gel my hair? Oh, because you said see you. That's weird. I mean, normally my part is on this side. Ooh! This is where my natural part is. But because I fell asleep with it the other way, like I brushed it aside and then I fell asleep with it that way. So I woke up this morning. Yeah, it was see you. So now my hair wants to go the other way, but this is my natural part. So I shaved my hair so that it's asymmetrical. So like on this side, it's shaved higher, and then on this side, it's shaved lower. So it only comes to like right here on this side, but all the way up here on this side. And that is because of where my natural part is. I feel like the guy from Back to the Future right now. But it is here, so if I had shaved all the way up, then I wouldn't have any hair on this side at all. So now I am able to wear my hair like this, assuming that it wasn't so frazzled. Great Scott! Which is how I normally wear it. And then today I decided I wanted to try wearing it this way. So I specifically took a shower and brushed it this way. Can I actually borrow OBS real fast to do my hair? Because I don't know what to do. The only problem is, like, what do I do with this stuff? Then I flip my hair halfway through the stream. My camera. Comb the other way. I am not going to TwitchCon this year. No. Wait, backwards. Does that look normalish? Acceptable? Not really. I don't think it looks acceptable, but I'm going to go with it because I'm not trying to have a hairdo stream. It looks like bedtime. Is it your bedtime, Cody? Just setting inverted. My camera is inverted. Dun, dun, dun. Cody's going to sleep. Get some good rest, Cody. Thank you for being here with us today. And I will be seeing you in May. Did I make the same jokes? May I? May I make the same jokes about it being May next time I see you, and may you have a great weekend? Maybe I'll place this one here. There was an attempt. I mean, yes, there was. You were correct. I'm broken. Nuh-uh. Am I just making an ocean? I'm apparently making an ocean over here. There's an end of a train track, which would indeed be useful. Have a good sleep, Cody. Be well. It was lovely to have you as always. I'll see you on the flip side. That come through? I whispered it, but I said flip side. Get it? Because my hair's flipped to the other side? Never mind. I got a perfect tile. I didn't even try. Gotta love it when you don't even try and you get it perfect. Your pot is faster. Your fingers? I feel like with this game, no matter how lucky you get with proper tiles, that so much of this is just RNG. This fits perfectly here, but this requires even more, and I'm like kind of worried. Okay, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna risk it. You had beers, you have an excuse. What kind of beer? What kind of beer did you have? I have another one of these 0-calorie sodas, which make me want to burp a lot. I will do my absolute best not to belch into the microphone. Hi, Cody. I guess I'm going to put it I'm gonna put it there because that one tile of stuff is making me upset. Pasture. The one pasture tile is making me upset. Ooh, this almost matches, doesn't it? Almost. Enjoy the lurk cookie and thank you again for the raid. Yeah, let's put that there. You had a few white bears with colleague leaving. Ninkasi brand? I have not heard of that, no. Can't go. It can only go right here. Or I could just start a railroad in an entirely new location. But then this is... Need to place it in a oh. Yep. I'm gonna put it right there. Nothing can go wrong. That one's gonna go here, and then I'm gonna make like a little tributary. Peanut bars that have a brewery with actually good beer. As opposed to actually bad beer. This is going to be my opportunity to continue growing my little field. What are the chances that I'll end up with one that has forest on one side and a house on the other with plains in the middle? Probably not very high. I'm just gonna place this down. I got a perfect tile. Yay! Not even doing it on purpose. I don't know if water comes with houses on it. No, it totally does, because look, there's that here. But I don't know if I can connect a lake to that. I'll place it here, maybe? And then connect this one. A lot of beer is okay at best. Ooh, sour beer. I really haven't had a beer in a long time. Good night, Reza. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for stopping in. Take care. You're digging this game a lot? It's really good. Such a nice game. I got another perfect tile. I'm really not even trying to do this. I'm just that awesome. All right. Then I have a big old city tile. Which if placed here, I feel like will work out. Now, ooh, it matches all four sides. I love it. A water temple. Perfect tile. They do make them with trees. Just facing the wrong direction. You should probably put something in your stomach. Yeah, use snack. Maybe something nourishing after a day of drinking. Ah, I just got a bunch of points for that. You're not a fan of sour beer. I don't understand this. How can you not be a fan of sour beer? It's so good. Nice. It's almost like it's really easy to match up water. Okay, and then I've got myself a railroad track piece that can go right here. And I guess I'll put this one here. I don't have a quest with this set of houses, but we can put you here. Another big group. No. No. Yes, I'm gonna put you here. There are sour beers. Yeah, there are. They tend to be brewed with much more, I guess, acidic ingredients. So they tend to have a very sour mouthfeel. And they're very tasty. I could use this to close off a piece of the forest, because now I have this quest to close this off. Hi, Squig Hopper. Hello there. Ugh, itchy. There's hair in my ear. I use lactobacillus in the fermentation process to make sour beer. Yeah, that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. Didn't think you would learn about beers today. Ooh, I kind of want to put it here. It's better than an ear in your hair. True. True indeed. Mixing up sour and bitter. Yeah, sour beer, I think has to be intentionally brewed to be sour. And again, can contain ingredients to help achieve that, in addition to the bacteria. Like, I've had some sour beers, like sour fruit beers. I need to place this in the proper spot to not mess up the quest. I really don't like... I don't like bitter beers either. Like, IPAs are really big here in the US, which are like Indian pale ales. Pale ales in general, I'm not really the biggest fan of at all. And like stouts and stuff just don't do it for me. But I really do like lighter beers, like, I guess you'd actually pronounce it Vidbeer, Vidbeer. Now that I think about it, I haven't said that word since I started learning German. IPA equals is pretty awful. They're so popular. Like, so popular. Ooh. That's a useful little connection, isn't it? think so. Did I really put down a forest tile? I'm supposed to be closing this forest off, not expanding it. Those the highlighted edges. Which edges do I have left? I've got 1, 2, and 3, so I can try closing one of these off. I love this game. I'm so happy to play this again. Perfect. This is something I need to close off as well. Four edges. Let's put you there. Hi, Jads! Hello! Hello, hello! Hi, IG Prone, Self-Immolation, Bishop Stars. Hello! Hello, hello! How was your stream? You're off early today. You're off early! How was RimWorld? Welcome in, everybody! I am Jess. We are playing Dorfromantik, which is a super relaxing puzzle game where you match tiles and try to build these beautiful little biomes. I guess it's also a strategy game. Puzzle strategy game. It just came out into 1.0 today. So I'm so happy to be playing this again after, I think the last time I streamed this was like a year ago. Just so relaxing. Hi, the Red Hero. Hello, hello. Oh, you have to work this evening. Ooh. Hi, Alana. Oh, it's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well, Alana. Hello. You like these graphics? This really is just, it's such a nice game to just chill with. So maybe sometimes not the best streaming game, but it's really simple to play. Basically, we have these hexagonal tiles, and every side you need to consider when placing it against other tiles, because if your tiles, you kind of want to place as many matching tiles together as you can. So like plains go with plains and forests go with forests, and you can kind of see when I connect them, they light up. And also it gives me this white edge indicating they match. And then there's a red edge that kind of shows you it doesn't match, because that's plains to grass or something. I haven't decided if it's supposed to be like a plains or just a field. I'm also not sure if these are farms or grasslands. There's also cities that you can match up, and then there's special tiles with railroads and water tiles. So you kind of want to accumulate points by matching your tiles. The more sides that match, the higher point yield you get. And there's also smaller quests that appear as you go along. So I have a few quests here in the water to add a few more water pieces, add exactly 5 water pieces. Over here I have quests for railroads. And so you want to you don't want to run out of tiles. I hope I explained this well. Mama Orama. Yeah, the music's super chill. Sometimes this game like puts me to sleep. Also, this tile that I'm currently working on is kind of tricky. So I have a small quest that wants me to close this group of... Did I call them plains? I'm gonna call them plains. By closing off the edges, so the glowing yellow edges are bits that I need to close off. So I do that by making sure that no other edge can be attached. Look, I could place this here. Hi, Red Earth. You played a very similar game. What game? Ooh, this matches on all three sides. Uma! Busy with the baby, but starting to feel like you're getting the hang of things. That's wonderful. I hope you and Emo are adjusting well. I've been thinking about you both and wondering how things were going. It's nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. And thank you again, Jazz, for the raid. Which, if anyone here doesn't know Jazz, you probably should. Because Jazz plays a lot of RimWorld, which is a game that I used to play a lot. But I go through phases with RimWorld. Like, I love it, then I hate it, then I love it, then I hate it. Usually around the time of the hot potato. Nice, I got a perfect tile. Thank you, JSOG. And I've missed you too, Alana. I didn't get to catch your anniversary stream because I was busy. I thought that one would fit right there. This would connect my little city. This lights up on 4 edges. We could also just put it here. Yeah, I'll just try to close this because the water areas are pesky. Definitely pesky. Better to put this way. I'm not sure if there is actually a tile that can fit in this spot right here. Yeah, I've got one more edge to close off. Islanders! Oh, Islanders. Islanders is a lot of fun. Fate Tectonics. I haven't played Fate Tectonics. Islanders was a cool game too. I found Islanders around the same time I played Dorfromantik. It's pretty different, Islanders, to this one. But actually, also kind of similar. Different, but also kind of similar. Perfect. A perfect tile! You're gonna start up again this weekend? You are! I feel like that's so soon. Wow, that's awesome. Well, I look forward to it. Joop, 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 joop. Am I doing a good job of not scowling when I'm concentrating? I said I was gonna do my best not to scowl while playing this, not because I'm not having fun, but because I feel like my concentration face is just scowling. You win a map by getting enough points to move on. I 100%ed Islanders, I remember that. I really enjoyed it. To be what I need, I think I'm just going to accept that, so that way... Quest fulfilled. Good. I closed it and got 5 tiles. Hi, Luca. This game is great. I enjoy it. I actually got upset with this one for a while because I just wanted everything to be perfect. And I couldn't ever get my tiles to be perfect. So I rage quit it. Okay, we got a railroad piece. Like I can really only put it here or here. Then I've got a water piece. Okay, fine, let's put it there. Now I have 3 quests to close this forest off. So how do I go about doing that? You've been feeling really well and you miss it. That's awesome. I'm just really happy to hear that everything is going okay. I know that that sudden change, just bringing, you know, a new person into your life can just kind of be crazy and a lot to handle and a lot of change. And so I'm happy to hear that it's working out. Good night, Mr. Jerkaboy. Thank you for being here. May you have a good start to your next month. St. Tectonics was not chill. You were rebuilding a world destroyed by gods, and they will destroy it again, so you have to build quickly. That's not chill. I walk the void. Enjoy the lurk, TK Condor. Shooting just a touch to the right, 460? Would be just a touch to the right. I'll never find a tile that goes right there. You know what else upsets me? Is that sometimes you just end up with forever gaps. Because no tile ever fits. I could also just connect. Ooh, or just finish this off. Yeah, look at that. You could put it here. Just to get those 2 perfects. Don't have any more quests with planes, so find a nice spot to put this one. Great vibes for lurking. That's just my whole channel, isn't it? Everyone always leaves me to lurk. I guess I'll get over it. What am I gonna do with you? I need to close off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 edges. A lot. Fine, I'll put you here. What determines if the area gets expanded, or is it just RNG? What do you mean game area in particular? Or when you say game area, what are you referring to? Like these little patches? Like so... Like how this area is lighting up? Do you mean this, Windsor? Because the way that you expand those areas, or just by connecting patches? Or do you mean these quests? New buildable spaces. So the tiles are random. Tiles that you can get are random. So you are making this as you go. So this whole environment that I've created just because of how I've placed tiles. And I can't see past like the next 3. So my decision can only be so informed. Oh, the white spaces to build tiles on. Those just open up as you play. They are restricted if there is a requirement on a tile. Like I can't place this tile here because there's a railroad track. So to play this, I have to play the right style of railroad. And like right here, there's a river that runs into it. So I have to play some sort of tile that has water, like this one, the next one I could put here. Otherwise, every time you play a tile that doesn't have those restrictions, you generate access to its other edges, the other edges of the hexagon. I'm Mechascopic. You wish this was available on something other than a PC. Is it PC only? I feel like this would make a really great mobile game. It's compatible with the Steam Deck. I'm looking. I guess it is PC only. Yeah, I think this would be a pretty epic mobile game. Okay, so I might put this here, although I am holding off to see if I can get a tile that fits this properly. But I don't know that I will. But I'll just take the 2 perfects. I'm okay with that. Ooh. Okay, so now we've got... Is that Kuma? Ooh, nice, it fits right there. This one wants 52 houses connected together. I think we can make that happen. Oh, I thought that fit there perfectly. I was very excited for a second. Also, J Malman, I missed your message. You're the best lurker. You do write silly things from time to time. That's the best kind of lurking, though. Kind of lurking where you still get involved, but like not heavily involved. Unlike me, I lurk everywhere and I never say anything. I always want to, but the problem is that then I have to talk. If I say something, then I have to talk. This almost works, which means there could potentially be a tile that fits there. But I was kind of hoping for more perfects than just that. But what can you do, right? Sometimes you don't want to greet everyone, so you greet no one. Yep. Exactly. Okay, that did a good job of closing off that section, and it gives me a nice spot to build houses off of. A full piece of plains. I think I liked this spot right here. Perfect! It's the beer? Oh, did you have a sour beer now? Another piece of plains. Where should I put you? I'm making some plains over here. What am I going to do with you? Guess I'll put that there. And then I have this piece with some fields on it. I still need to connect another 2 pieces of water. Perfect! Another one! Yay! 2 more perfects! Another perfect! So right here, I just need 2 sides with houses and then 4 plain sides. I think this is totally doable. Oh, this one almost worked. Cool, but that got some more tiles. I gotta try to finish my railroad quest. I don't think it's generating more quests because I still have some pending. I could be wrong. You're still working. You're implying Alistair was hearing your voice louder because of his beer. Is JSOG being extra loud? We can tell him to quiet down. I don't like that spot. What about over here? Trying to zoom in. Elmo, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. And Luton, I missed your follow. Welcome. Hope you're both having great days. Another full plane. Boop. It's very easy to get perfects with those. Almost like it's cheating. I want to undo. Ooh. What's all these water tiles? This would be a nice game for an undo button. Hi Alamo, I hope you're having a really lovely lurk. Luma seems to have decided on a different spot. Yeah, he's... I think under Solentre's desk now. This game is super cute. I'm glad you all like it. I have been patiently anticipating the return of this game on stream. I played this for a few streams when it first came into early access, but I'm glad to be playing it again. These pesky forest tiles. Being pesky. Ooh. Almost. Chunky chunk. But I don't have a key. That's the biggest problem with our new setup here at this house, is that it's too easy for me to be separated from the pets. You're welcome, Alamo. You are welcome. I could attempt to just get the right type of forest tile, but I still need to close off 4 areas in order to consider this forest closed. Didn't I need it? Oh, I did need a tile. It's perfect. Yes. I love it when that happens. See, I don't want to continue making forest. So now we need a spot where we have houses across the way from each other. Actually, that's perfect. Then we have a 3-tile piece. We need to connect it on 2 edges. Or we could make a whole new field out this way. Do that. Build towards the spot to uncover a special tile. Good thing I'm already doing that. I just noticed this is here. I don't know what happens when you reach the special tile, I'll be honest. I feel like I got there once before, but I lost while doing it. My office is a dungeon, and the pets are like, no thank you. It's a dungeon. You're right, my stream is a jail. Close, but not quite. And you can't escape. No! The pets are in the closet with Silentre. They're being held in the closet. Silentre! Blink twice if you need to be freed. We'll never know if he blinked or not. Ooh. This is perfect! It's got a little forest edge! Yay! So I still need 3 more pieces. Wow! You can't know if Silentre blinked or not until you open the box. Well, are you going to open it? What are you waiting for? This tile can go here. It doesn't quite match, but it's okay because I feel like you kind of sometimes just need to finish your quests. Which is where this game tends to get me. If I'm being perfectly honest, I get really, really, really into trying to make every tile match, and I don't finish my quests. That's how you generate more tiles. Oh, that is not right. So for this one, I need houses with prairie or the field next door. Okay. Then here's one with forest. I don't know, is this a house? Or is that a field? The piece of field. So it wants to be exactly 13 tiles. Nope, we're trying to end that forest. Perfect. Oh, 82. 82 houses. Another perfect. I'm up to 7,500 points. Good night, Imes. Good night. Sleep well. We will see you in May. I'm gonna continually make the same joke. I'm gonna make the same joke over and over again. Oh, it wants 40 plus fields. I was saying 40 plus houses. I was very confused. Okay, how does that look? I think I'm just gonna put that one there, just so I can finish that quest, get more tiles. I don't get pungent a third time. Yeah, you shouldn't pungent me. I am just going to continually beat that pun. I don't know about to death, but... just right there, like it's asking for it. You could only say that on the 4th of May. That's the only day that works. Perfect. Where am I going to put you? It's a railroad end. Guess I'll end the railroad and get a perfect. I've got a tile with... this almost works. I'm doing it anyway. I feel like it is just sometimes worth it to get the perfect. Alright, and then I've got, ooh, one piece with forest on both. Wait, this would be a perfect one to close the forest off. Yay! So there's 2 more tiles needed. We probably shouldn't do that. That's just going to make the forest bigger. You may say it then. You may. You may say it then, but only when it's May the 4th. And then you may go forth and make all the terrible puns. I will be very proud of you. I'm trying to punish you. Maybe. The force isn't allowed to grow. Nope. The quest says it must be stopped. Sometimes they're just so annoying with their stupid shapes. Not the right shape. Ah! Well, it was actually the perfect shape for that spot that I needed. I just need one piece with forest and then plains, and then it's like perfect. They're all the same shape. You know what I mean. Would do what I need it to, but then it's not perfect. Does it need to be perfect? No, I think it's probably better to get the tiles. Now we need to make a forest of 228 trees. This fits right here. Double perfects. It's May the 4th. Eve. So it may be appropriate. But it is always May the 4th's Eve. You may have to add some extra endings to it depending on how far away. Depending on how far away you are from the date. It's 2 days to the anti-penultimate day before May 4th. I can't find the right spot to put this in. I guess I'll put it there. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, this one still needs some pieces too. I like that spot. And then this one I think would actually be a good connection. Oh, this one's exactly 28. That's too many houses. What about this small little town that we started building over here? It may just work. Do you like my little railroad loop? It's cute! To bed now, or you may be too tired tomorrow. Maybe that's just a problem for future you. Sorry, bad influence. You may go to sleep now, Imes. May you have a nice day tomorrow. You're so excited for the TV show. Is there a Star Wars TV show coming? You love pre-anti-penultimate because it has 3 different prefixes with the same meaning. Yeah, so that means like pre-anti-penultimate all means before. So is that like 3 times before? What happens when I place the remaining 47 tiles? I lose. Well, I guess you don't really lose. You're trying to get the highest possible score that you can. So if I run out of tiles, then I can't play anymore, meaning that 4 becomes my score. 3 before the end or 4th to last. 3 anti-penultimate. Means 4th to last. Late May, we're getting an Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show set after the 3rd movie. All right. I didn't know that. But I'm not surprised. I like the new backstory that JSaw gave me. Which is basically that I only spawned into existence a few years ago, which is why I don't know anything. Oh, I got a... We finally unlocked that secret tile, the special tile, and it gave me a quest. For 281 trees. But it's like a lot of trees. It also has a crown on it. Like, I don't know what happens if I finish it. Yeah, you can gain new tiles by finishing quests. So, those are shown here. I have them all over the place. Finish making this forest. Add 11... Oh, it is a field. Add 11 fields to this patch. Add houses. In this case, my quest is close this field. So I need to place down tiles to end this field. So there's only 2 more edges. The highest score out of the least amount of tiles. I don't know if it matters how many tiles you use. Yay! It does really pay to be patient, doesn't it? That's an edge I have to close off. Alright, so there's only a few more... 3 more edges, more than I thought. Wait a second. Shucks. I actually thought that would fit there. Exactly how I needed it to. I guess I can place this here. Don't know anything yet. I beat toddlers flat out. Since when did I say that I beat toddlers? Athena was the same way. She sprang fully formed from a bad headache. Yeah, I like this new backstory of mine. Yeah, I think I'll put this here. I beat toddlers at games. Do I? Athena, the daughter of Zeus, was produced without a mother and emerged fully grown from his forehead. Oh, really? I did not know that. Wasn't there a spot a while back where I actually needed this exact tile? I'm pretty certain that happened. My railroad track must continue on in a direction. I think I'll place this one here. I just noticed that there's like little achievement trackers here. Collect 10,000 points in total for 250 perfect placements. This must be counting off my old games, because there's no way that I've already placed down 2,100 tiles in this game. Impossible. I think I'll place this one here. Have you seen the old-timey Greek helmets? Nope. Dionysus? Who? Wait. I don't... You all lost me. Yeah, no, there's not 2,000 tiles. I don't think so. Okay. And then I have one of these, which is a very useful tile to put in places like this, or like there. Or maybe even right here. Also, be useful in some spots to close water off. But if I place it here, I'll probably get a few perfects. Or at least one perfect. Same with this, though. Perfect! This one wants 22 houses exactly. As it happens, could go here no problem. Except it doesn't match. Bless you, Solentre! Big helmet, big brain. Oh yeah, that's where they keep the entire other brain, up there. Okay, so I do know what you're talking about. Oh, did that match? No, it didn't. But it matches enough that I'm just gonna go for it. Oh, another tile! Perfect. Does complete my quest. Megascopic, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. There to put you. Need to close off a few more edges, so we don't want to put that one there. Oh, I can't forget about my mega forest that needs to be built. This game is awesome, I know. I'm so happy you all like it. I'm really happy. I know that I'm not talking so much because I'm so focused on playing this game. It's chill, you know? Like, you can... You don't really need to concentrate too hard. Or, I guess you do need to concentrate pretty hard. But you don't need to concentrate that hard. It's not heckin' stressful. Just requires some deliberation. +56 fields. Ooh. Booped. Hashtag spooped. Hi Zero Whack. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, hello. How was Dorfromantik? How was your stream today? Thanks for coming over. Hi everybody, I'm Jess. We are also playing Dorfromantik. This is my blob. I'm very proud of my water. It's very blob-like. I hope you had fun with Dorfromantik. Hi, the improved Spork, Defective Inspector, Schnapsity, Arced. Hello, hello. I'm good at this game. I played this a lot when it first came into early access. Because I've already been working on some achievements here, which this is the only game I've played today, so I don't think I've put down 2,200 tiles. I think I just have played a lot. Hi, Technician. Hello there. I really hope you're all having a wonderful Thursday. Let me read what you said, Alistair. What? The Greek mythology is weird. I know, gods, you were looking through Steam and made a long wish list of games to reward yourself with and put this on there. Before knowing I was gonna stream it, it looks like a really fun, chill game. It is so fun and so chill. Blobbing water is a great shape. Yeah. Gotten a lot of perfect tiles. Which I'm very proud of. I might have a sneaky internal goal to surpass 18,000. 18,000 points because I was told that that is the score my teammate achieved earlier today, and so I'm determined. And it's not all about beating everybody and having fun. It's about having fun, but also I want to be the best, so... Hi, Lord Darth Dan. Hello. He was born from a thigh. That is unusual. We love the way Greek and Roman myths basically ignore gender rules. I guess they do. I hadn't thought about that. It gets weirder when you read the whole thing. I actually have a book on Greek mythology, but I tried reading it. It was just really out there. Should probably work on this forest over here, right? Hiroaka also has an old guy. We met another old guy earlier too. That is how this conversation started because JSOG made up a backstory for me. Which is basically because I'm gonna put this here. Because I know nothing about, like, popular culture and stuff like that, then obviously that means that I was only created and spawned into this world a few years ago. I emerged fully formed a few years back, thus I've missed all the pop culture. That's J-Sog's backstory for me. I like it. That's what I'm gonna tell everybody from now on. $122 plus. I think I have like a big chunky city being built, isn't it? Where am I gonna put you? I like that spot. Oh, I collect 10,000 points. I'm an overachiever. I got a beaver lodge. That was exciting. Orc is the true old guy. He was around to see the first division of political opinions, light and dark. I see how it is. I'm getting kind of stressed out that this game is continuing to go on because I know that Celentre's mom is getting here soon. Basically, like, the in-law is coming. Although he and I are not married, we pretty much are. We may as well be. And his mom is coming soon, and I'm just streaming until she gets here. And so I don't know when that's gonna be. Am I gonna finish my game of Dorfromantik or not? Do I continue to stream my game of Dorfromantik? Even though I know she's here? What do I do? Besides, continually be rated. Hi, Belle. Hello, how are you doing? Were you also playing Dorfromantik, Belle? Hello, hello, welcome in. I'm Jess. I'm playing Dorfromantik and apparently I'm good. Isa Lily's only a little bit jealous. On my level. Dinos? You're playing Prehistoric Kingdom. Oh. That sounds familiar. Well, was it good? Did you have fun? Hi, Rolf. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. You're not worthy. It's okay. Just take some practice. I have, I think, like 19 or 20 hours in this game. This is not my first time playing. I think I needed to build a little city over here. It's Planet Zoo with dinos, but better tools and UI. Sounds nifty. I hope you have fun with it. Just launched in early access. It does sound familiar. Like, I feel like I must have already wishlisted it. Hi, Thorn. That doesn't make you feel better because you have 24 hours. Okay, well, I'm sorry. Don't yell at me. I'm glad you have fun. I think I must have wishlisted that game back in the day. I think I'll put this here. Ooh, a full tile for forests. Should I go for this one? There is a crown on this quest. Like, I feel like I should take care of it. Even though it didn't quite fit. I should have used this tile. This one would have been better. There, it's fine. Hi Carva, you were looking at this game. Is it like Carcassonne? I don't know. I have not played Carcassonne, I don't think. Have I played Carcassonne? I don't think so. Although that does sort of scratch my brain in a place where I remember this being compared to Carcassonne in the past. Like, when this first came out into early access. So I want to say maybe yes, because I recall people talking about that. Hi Panderific. It's the same studio, but the games aren't the same level for decorations and stuff. Jurassic World Evolution is Planet Zoo with dinos. I haven't played any of the dino games. They seem nice though. I was getting just a little bit ranty, like right as you all came in, because I was saying that Selentre's mom is like on her way here right now as we speak. And I don't know when she's getting here, and it's stressing me out because I'm supposed to like, stop streaming when she gets here, but my Dorfromantik run is going so well. So I think I might just be like awkwardly antisocial and just keep streaming until I lose. I can't do that. Or can I? Am I allowed to do that? Trey's mom stream. I don't know if she'd be into that. I think that's a great plan. Me too, but what do I know? It's a bit like Carcassonne, but quite different. Different, but also different. Hey rabbits, Blinkety. Maybe I should try Carcassonne. There is no opponent placing tiles. Your opponent, I think, is your own need for perfection. That's my opponent anyway. My burning need for perfection that makes it so I never finish my quests, because instead of finishing all these quests I have, I'm just like, this tile fits perfectly here. This one fits perfectly here. I like this one. Why don't we work on finishing some of our quests? I guess maybe if she gets here and... I don't know. I'll feel it out. Maybe we can finish this next week. There is a demand for some houses up here. This might work up here better. Oh, I thought that fit perfectly right there. Oh, close. Close, but not quite. I got 3 perfects. Have her sit in so you can all say hi. I don't know that she would like that. The Lentre doesn't even like being on camera, so I don't know that he would want his mom to be on camera. Lentre is such a shy little bean. You know how many times I've tried to get him to come stream and he's like, no. No, I don't wanna. Is that gonna... No. It won't close it off. I think I'll be able to gauge when she's here though, because suddenly we'll hear bark! Bark, bark, bark! Maybe. I have almost 11,000 points. IHB, I did get the perfects. Whoa! Okay, sorry, Cilantro scared me. Oh no. He says I have 5 to 10 minutes. His mom might be one of those extroverts. So extrovert children become introverts. I don't know that she's particularly extroverted. I don't know.
Tell Selenta you have more than 10 minutes if you lock the door just actually.
I don't know if that will fly, Jasock. I don't know if that would fly, but I don't think I need to tell him. I think you told him yourself. I think you did it. Thank you for the support. Lock the door and don't tell him. Just how oblivious do you all think Slentre is? Just how oblivious. I gotta put this somewhere. I like how as I pan around, it changes the color of the world. So like this side is kind of gray. And then this side is pinkish. And then now we're kind of orangey, pale colors. And then now, ooh, blurples. Shades of blurple. More blurple. Purple. First of all, he needs to not be able to read chat. Well, I think if that's your prerequisite, I think we've already lost. I think we've already lost. I don't know where to put this. If you couldn't tell by the face I was just making. Do I bother connecting it? I could also just put it up over here. Hey, well that's what I did. It's perfect. Kuma, it's perfect. It fits in there perfectly. Hey, Kuma dog, are you locked in here with me so you can't bark? I bet you that Kuma's actually in jail with me so he doesn't bark at Lentre's mom when she gets here. Hey, Mormon Disco Ball, this game looks sick. What's the point? The goal of the point of it? To get a high score. Yeah. You just play until you run out of tiles, and so you can see that I have 39 tiles remaining. You pretty much want to line up the edges of your tiles so that they match the tile that they're adjacent to. So like this is probably the best spot to explain that. There's plains. Sorry, there's grass. And then there's fields or plains, whatever you want to call them. Then there's forest. Then there's towns, which are your basic biomes. And so you kind of want to match like with like, but because there's 6 sides, like you have to take into account all of that. Then there are special tiles with railroads and water. And they all come in a different assortment of edges. You get more tiles by completing these quests here. Like this quest says, add exactly 5 houses. This one says, add at least 31 houses. And it shows you in the places where you can connect it. And so if you complete those, you get more tiles. So I have a bunch of these quests that I have to fulfill. And so keep playing until you run out. Effective Inspector, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. The Luncher can read. You are doomed. You finally got the virus. You noticed when you had to take a break while taking a shower. Oh no. Excuse me. I hope you're doing all right. I'm glad you're feeling better. I was really worried a couple weeks ago that I caught it, but it turns out it was just like antidepressant withdrawal. Causing those flu-like symptoms and general feelings of terrible. I think I'll put this one here. The potato emote alone is worth the follow. Potato emote shall stay forever. You think? Yes. Perfect. Also, if you manage to get a tile with all 6 edges perfectly matched up, that will score as a perfect tile. So it encourages you to try and match everything up, even though you can't always do it. That's actually my biggest problem in this game, is that I want everything to be perfect, and I don't always finish my quests. In my previous games with this, I might have done that a lot. Antidepressant withdrawal is awful. Makes you definitely never take them. Makes you want to definitely never take them. Well, I didn't really know that that was a thing until it happened. The withdrawal, that is. And I think I'm just gonna play this here. Perfect! Because it felt like it belonged there. I kind of debated with that when I was going through the whole thing, but they do, like, really improve my mood and my sleep. Except last night. Last night I had, like, the worst stress dreams. But that's the biggest impact they've had, actually, is helping me sleep without dreaming about stressful, awful things. I think this tile should go here, but where? Did it go this way or that way? I have a good feeling about that direction. Now I've got this weird piece. I can connect it there, here, or there. I like this spot. You had 6 months leaves from work, and after 1 week back to work, you got sick. But you did have the vaccine, so it wasn't as bad. From the people I've talked to who have gotten COVID, they have said that being vaccinated has made a very big difference. I've talked to some people, I think, who have gotten COVID unvaccinated and then gotten it again after getting vaccinated, and said it was far more tolerable once they were vaccinated. I think I should really be focusing on this little forest over here. crust has a crown on it. And I don't know if that means it's going to give me a lot of points, maybe? Or a lot of tiles. So I think we should try to complete it. You're sad you don't have the Nurse Poe. 135 plus. I think that you might like it over here in my mega city. I get the brain zaps if I don't take them. I don't know what you mean by brain zaps. But I just felt awful, like nausea, vomiting. I think I might have actually developed a fever at one point. I was so tired and achy, like just incredibly achy. I thought I like legit had the flu. And then on top of that, like my mood was just so bad. Then I figured out what it was. Where to put you? That's not the right spot. That's not the right spot either. I think I'm gonna put it right there. Yay! I finished a quest. Do, 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 do. Hmm. Oh, I thought it was perfect. I thought it was gonna make a perfect tile. Sometimes it would be nice if you could undo. I know why you can't. Because then you would just spam undo until you found the perfect combination. Or at least I would. But still. But still. You know the feeling. Brain zap feeling? There's an undo? There is an undo button! Oh my gosh, you're right. It's right there. Ugh. Don't you love it when games have balancing mechanics designed to counter you specifically? Well, turns out there is an undo button. I just literally didn't see it. But I think I can blame it on ADHD. And if I can't, I will anyway. The undo button is kind of new. Hi, Groggy Noggin. I would believe it that it's kind of new. I also didn't expect there to be an undo button, so I didn't look for it. But yeah, no, I mean, cool. I'm going for it. Close the forest. Alright, well, there's 3 more edges, and I need... 12 more trees, so why don't we close there? That's perfect. 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 It's almost perfect. Wait. Undo? Ooh. Wait, so knowing that that one is coming... So I literally can just sit here and spam undo until I get this right. This is... It's going to inspire me to cheat. "12:30 a.m. dinner time." I consider this cheating. $12K and I still have 42 tiles left. It's embarrassing how much better I am than you. I think it's because I'm playing so slowly because I'm streaming. I don't do this well when I play by myself. Because I get really impatient. So I think it's because I'm streaming. I keep stopping to look at chat and stuff. No lack of sleep schedule shaming. Well, if you had a sleep schedule, we wouldn't have to shame you. Just kidding. By the way. I know what it's like to not have a proper sleep schedule. Hasn't it already been 5 to 10 minutes? I'm getting stressed out. I'm getting stressed out, chat. I don't like knowing when I need to stop. I mean, other way around. I don't like not knowing when I need to stop. Water with a little field on it. Ugh. 3 perfects. You're the good luck charm. Yeah. I mean, you just good lucked.
Whoa, no.
The most perfect tiles.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. I get so deep in conversation playing this. I stole your mojo. Let's go with that. I have sapped all your good luck and turned it into... I've synthesized it into my streamer luck. So that I can have the best score. I have to reach 18K and then I can die happy. Because apparently that's what Kiri got. And yes, I'm that competitive. So deep in concentration, I didn't even notice I said conversation. Did I say, sorry, I'm so deep in conversation? I know this tile doesn't 100% match, but I actually really like it there, and I'm putting it there anyway. I did. There's only 8 trees left. It almost fits so nicely, doesn't it? Almost. Almost, but not quite. Stupid houses. There's some demand for houses over here, but these don't fit either. Like kind of want to try connecting this group. This group. This might be the perfect 5 more tiles game. It just might be. How often do we get forest with trees? Looks like pretty often. I have a few over there. Oh. I hear sounds. This game feels like 2048. It just goes. It just goes and just goes like a little Energizer bunny. I know that didn't complete my quest, but I liked it there, okay? This is exactly the problem I was referring to. Houses and also, yeah, I did. Ooh, 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 yeah. Yay! Perfect. Another perfect.
Yeah. I'm going to war.
I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to war. Need exactly one more field on that, and my water. Yeah, I thought that would give me 2 perfects. Okay, so this one is one that requires 36 railroads. A lot. A lot of railroads. War. This is topology homework disguised as a game. How so? I don't want to stop playing. Plus 388 plus trees? That gives me that's a big forest. What about over here? Oh, I thought that fit. It almost does, but then there's that stupid house right there. Okay, so apparently that was a form of forest with at least 500 trees. I unlocked a tile with a deer on it. Did I get that from that quest with the crown? I'm unsure. Yay, perfect. Possibly. No, I thought it was perfect. I think it's perfect enough. I'm gonna put it there anyway. So close, but not quite. Not quite. Like, this tile wants to go here, but it can't. What the? Form a village with at least 150 houses. I'm not even checking these. For 250 perfect placements, I need 14 more. Get a high score. This is the highest score I've ever had. Crown Quest give you more tile variants. Thanks, Flamethrower. I did get a beaver tile. Yeah, I did. Now we need to get 14 more perfects. Nope. It was 10k? That's the 10k tile. Beavers? Oh, look, I'm almost to ocean. Form ocean 3 needs 60. Oh, wait a second. Yay! It makes me really happy when it wiggles. And I was like, perfect. I am a perfect tile. Hi, Wim. Hello. Good to see you. Wow.
Yes!
That was amazing. That was amazing. I'm raking in the perfects. Yes, I only need 8 more now. This fake soda thing isn't bad. I don't think I could drink this very often. But I don't know, it kind of satisfies the soda itch. And it's got caffeine in it, so win. Excuse me, Arced, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I'm just building planes over here. I feel like I must have a spot for this. I was hoping for more than one perfect. I'm so close to getting Perfectionist 4. What is it? It's this? Zevia? I don't know if you can see this. I can't see my camera. Zevia? You can get it at, like, natural-ish stores. Also, I have half a cup of coffee still. I do have a soda stream, but we just haven't filled it up because the problem with the soda stream is that we just go through it in like a day. A day is maybe an exaggeration. I would say we go through it in probably less than a week. I'm pretty sure your supermarket has Zevia. Yeah, I think you can buy it like everywhere now. For a while, it was only available in like smaller specialty Health stores. Thank you for clipping, Alistair. Especially that awesomeness will go down on record forever. Put this here for a few more tiles. Does anybody know if Carrie finished her game with 18K, or did she just save and end her stream at 18K? Like, how serious do I need to be about this? Just how deeply into competitive mode do I need to go? $173 exactly. I think I'm making a megatropolis. A day is likely less than a week. Probably. Yeah, probably. I'd say a day is likely less than a week. You've gotten kind of addicted to Spindrift sparkling water. You like that it's all natural and not caffeinated. I like Spindrift. Solentry likes it more than I do. I don't... I guess I'll say I can tolerate Spindrift. There's something about it that's not really for me. I don't really know what it is. Like, the flavors are too potent or something. Hi, wizards. Nice to see you. Looks like she was a bit over 14K when her stream ended. Does seem like game over. I shall win the competition with myself. It doesn't seem like the game is over. Okay, well, maybe I won't have a competition with myself. I will continue to compete. Ooh. What a weird tile. I don't know that I have a spot for this besides right here. Which I think I'll do just for ease. Okay, I don't understand because I was told 5 to 10 minutes, like... What was it, like 30 minutes ago? It's not sweetened, but it's a relatively large amount of fruit juice. Like the grapefruit Spindrift, but you're actually allergic to it. Did you know ahead of time that you were allergic to grapefruit? I think it's you, Alistair. I don't appear to be dropping any frames. Never realized how much you missed tips. Tips for what, wizards? You're slightly allergic to most citrus beverages, although you don't get a reaction when you eat the fruits. I wonder if it's like citric acid or something that causes the reaction. I don't think that one works there. Didn't I have another forest that I was making over here? No, I'm supposed to close that forest. She's already there and they want to let me finish streaming. With how awesome I am at this game, I don't know that that's possible. I'm basically playing until I'm being told that I have to get off. I'm already 45 minutes over my normal stream time, I just realized. Didn't even notice what time it was. You and citric acid don't get along that well. Just call me Dr. Jess. But don't, I'm not a doctor. Going back to working at a pizza place. Oh, and so you're getting tips. That's good. Maybe I can use this one over here. Game over at 18,670. Thanks for checking that. Where can I put this one? I don't really want to continue building the railroad down this way because it's going to get really difficult to keep up with it. Once I start moving back towards the rest of the body of land. Olivia, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, that was almost perfect. I should probably start checking the tiles that are coming after the tile I'm only operating one tile at a time. Oh wait, there's an undo button. It only helps so much. Is this where I just had it? That is where I just had it. I have a hard time visualizing how I need these things to be placed. I don't know. I think this is a nice spot. I think I'm just going to do it how I did before. The fact the lime juice doesn't trigger it suggests it's not citric acid. That's unusual. If that's not big enough. This tile has a deer on it. Oh, the end of a railroad. Has there been any water tiles with trees? Yeah, this one right here had trees on it. What's possible? I think I like that better. Hey Hoshi, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Perfect. I only need 4 more. Hey, come back. I think she's here. Yeah, he's bark. Uh-huh. I told you all yesterday that Kuma doesn't like strangers. And now you can hear it. Kuma is guard dog. I said, you think he'd like you, but he does not like strangers. I might just have a dog barking for the rest of the stream. How many dwarfs have I romanced so far? I think none. Okay, let's place a few more tiles. And then I have to go. Take care of important stuff. Oh, I will. Solantre and his mom, they haven't seen each other since the pandemic started, so they can, you know, like, be... What's the word I'm thinking of? I was gonna say reacquainted, but that's not right. Reunited. There we go. They can have a few minutes to be reunited. While the dog barks at them both. I have all weekend, yes. I don't think I have anywhere to put this one. Yeah, let's... Whoa! 15,000 points exactly! Oh, this is a good spot to stop. I also got the water train station, but don't I already have this? Oh, it's a skin. Skin unlocked. Yeah, this is a good score to stop on. Does it just autosave? I think it's auto-saving, right? So we're gonna have to continue this save. It's going very well. I have 30 tiles left. Let's zoom out and take a look at our beautiful blob. 15,000, it's a sign. We've got railroads, we've got water blobs. I have got one big blob of town here. Got tree blobs. It's magnificent. You can't let the two-dimensionals have a higher score. No, but I do want to play more of this. I'm having a really nice time. I'm glad you all are too. I know it's going really well. So we'll have to pick this back up on Monday.